We are back for another episode of Local Festive Traditions, which explores the roots and holiday traditions of local immigrant stories right here in Kennebunk. Each of these stories was researched and written using the local census as well as archival materials here at the Brickstore Museum. Don't forget, you can leave us stories about your own family traditions, questions about the stories that we tell, and discover more of the videos at brickstoremuseum.org/festive traditions. Let's jump back into our story.
My name is Mary Drakoulakos. My husband Dimitrios and I hail from Pyrgos, Greece. We arrived in New York City in September of 1913 and made our way to Kennebunk, where we started our family. We had 5 children, all born here in the United States. We gave each of them a traditional Greek name to honor our heritage, and all 5 of them Americanized it as they grew older. Our first 3 children were sons: Iron Kozili, also known as James, born in 1916, Staroular Charles, born in 1917, and Kyria Ria, better known as Everett, came along in 1919. In the 1920s, we had 2 daughters, Cornelia, Ellen, born in 1924, and 2 years later, our baby Carifalia, better known as Helen. We raised our family in a rented house on Maple Street. Dimitrios worked as a spinner at the twine mill in West Kennebunk. Shortly after the birth of our daughters, he was promoted to foreman, a position he held till retirement. As Greek Orthodox, we worshiped at St. Dimitrios in Biddeford, which had a large Greek population at the time. 2 of our sons enlisted in the U.S. Army in World War II. Everett worked as a skilled welder on ships, and Charles participated in the Battle of Normandy. While he wasn't close to Greece, I often wondered what it was like for him to go to Europe, his parents' birthplace. He never talked much about his service. Like many immigrant families, we were very close and enjoyed spending the holidays together. And let me tell you, there is nothing like a Greek Christmas. We eat, we laugh, we dance. It's a joyous time. Let me tell you about some of the dishes I would cook for our Christmas celebration. Throughout the month of December and into January, I would bake traditional Greek pastries made of phyllo dough and sweet honey or syrups, including baklava, kandaifi, and diblis. These pastries are often eaten for breakfast during the Christmas season. I also spent a great deal of time preparing the holiday sweets. Several of our traditional cookies included melomokarona, which is honey cookies, and kurambiedes, which are sugar-coated butter cookies. The main ingredients are oil, honey, oranges, and nuts, staples of Greek cuisine. The honey cookies go back to the time of the ancient Greeks. On Christmas Eve, it was time to settle in and bake the bread. Christopsomos, Christ's bread, is a round, sweet loaf of bread. It has a cross in the center and is sprinkled with nuts and almonds and cloves to represent prosperity. Extra dough was also placed on the top, molded into various natural and animal shapes to distinguish the Christmas bread from everyday bread. It is made on Christmas Eve and eaten on Christmas Day. For the main meal on Christmas Day, we ate pork. Side dishes included spinach and cheese pies, which are called spanakopoulos and tiropoulos, salad, vegetables, olives, and figs. Some of these items were difficult to find in Maine markets in December, but we did our best to honor our Mediterranean heritage. For New Year's Day, we feasted on Vasilopita, Saint Vasili pie, or Saint Basil pie. Inside the pie is baked 1 coin. My husband would cut the pie into pieces to hand out to the family. Whoever receives a coin in their piece is said to have good luck for the year. This tradition goes back a time when villagers in one Greek town had to collect money and jewelry to pay taxes owed to a tyrannical leader. Saint Basil pleaded with the leader and made him see the error of his ways. He agreed to return all the valuables. Unfortunately, Saint Basil did not know which valuables belonged to whom, so he baked them all into small pies, which he delivered to the villagers. Miraculously, each villager received their own valuables. It's fun to continue that tradition even today. We also use basil in our decorating and to keep the evil spirits away. During this time of year, we would keep a shallow wooden bowl filled with water. Suspended from a wire crossing the bowl is a wooden cross with a sprig of basil attached. I would replace the water daily to keep the basil fresh. Also, each day, I would remove the basil cross, dip it into the water, and use it to bless each room in the house. This superstition is meant to keep the Kalikanza Roy away. This evil spirit or bad spirits from the depths of the earth that only show up during the 12 days of Christmas. If not warded off, they can use mischief like causing the milk to go sour or blow out the fireplaces. Because the Kalikansorai comes into the house via the chimney, it's also important to keep a fire burning for the 12 days. Old worn shoes are often burned at this time. The whole family would pitch in to make sure the fire stayed lit. Not to mention, it is very cold in Maine, much colder than in Greece. So we really appreciated the fire's warmth. Christmas in Greece lasts officially 14 days from Christmas Eve, where we would go to the service at St. Demetrius in Biddeford, to the Epiphany on January 6th, culminating with a great blessing of the water. On Christmas Eve, starting in the morning, children go door to door, ringing a musical triangle to gain permission to sing carols called kalanda. They also carry model boats painted gold and decorated with nuts. After the song, children are given small gifts, including coins, dried figs, and sweet treats. As we didn't live around too many other Greek families here in Kennebunk, my children did not participate in this tradition the way my husband and I had as children in Greece. Back in Greece, we would attend Epiphany services outdoors near a body of water. The priest would bless the water and then throw a cross in it. Able-bodied individuals, traditionally men, jump into the water to retrieve the cross. The one who finds it is said to be blessed for the year. The ceremony also serves to cleanse the water. Boats and ships are also blessed at this time, and folks celebrate all day with music, dancing, and eating. Greece had a strong maritime history, just like Kennebunk. So even though we couldn't participate in all of our Greek holiday traditions here in Kennebunk, it always felt like home with the oceans not far away.